Today I will tell you about one of the most important festivals in Elche, and it's El Nit del Alba. The night of August 13 is the Nit del Alba, one of the most anticipated celebration of the people of Elche. Tonight, hundreds of fireworks dress the night with lights, color, and sound.
At 11:15 p.m., Elche's people continually shoot fireworks from the terraces of the buildings, creating an amazing pyrotechnics show. In 2008, some 17,000 of kilos net of gunpowder were released. This tradition, which dates back to the Middle Ages, was originally a way for families to thank the Virgin for the children they had by launching a rocket for each child.
This is a festivity of Elche and is celebrated in August 13 in honor to the patronage from Elche. A few minutes before midnight, the city hall cuts off the lights from city center. Then Gloria Patri sounds. This is the last song of Mystery Date.
And everybody is watching day and waiting for the final firework, the palmera, in English, the palm. Before this impressive firework, we listen and sing our song. In this moment, in the top of the Basilica of Santa Maria, start to sing our Virgin, the Assumption's Virgin. While we are singing our hymn, it calls Aromas Licitanos. If you search it in Google, you can hear it. Then, when we finally to sing our song, explosion break the silence, and in the sky start to shine the palm, the biggest and the most beautiful of the fireworks.
The lights stays on for about a minute, and from the tower of the Basilica, an image of the Virgin of the Assumption with flares. It is tradition to eat watermelon after lunch. At the end of this show, hundreds of young people go to the streets to start the wheelbarrow war.
It's amazing. I love it, and it's the best part of the event. After the Imperial Palm, a song in the city is played that is called Aromas Licitanos, and we sing it. Also, after this, we usually eat watermelon, and there are some street wars that is called carretillas, and it's like a war with fireworks. It's very dangerous, so I think that I will never participate.
La Palmera Imperial was launched for his first time from the town hall square, but in the 19th century the government of Elche decided to launch it from the Santa Maria Basilica for a better view around the city.
La Nit del Alba is a festivity in Elche in honor of the Virgin of the Assumption. It's celebrated on August 13. The origins of La Nit del Alba lie in the late Middle Age, when the parents launched a rocket for each child as a way to thank the Virgin for them.
Nit del Alba is a very popular festival that is celebrated in the Spanish city of Elche on the occasion of the city's patron San Festivity. In honor of the Virgin of the Assumption, it is celebrated on August 13. The people of Elche launch fireworks from the terrace of the buildings, creating an unparalleled pyrotechnic spectacle. This tradition, which dates back to the Middle Ages, was initially a way for families to thank the Virgin for the children they had. And it is a tradition that the people of Elche turned out the lights to create total darkness. Moments later, the hymn of the coronation of the Misery of Elche begins to sound, wrapped in that darkness at the 9 palm tree.
La Nit de l'Alba is held on the night of August 13. It is the brightest night of the year. Size and offering of fireworks is made to the Mare de Déu de l'Assumpció, the patron saint of the city. More than 2,000 kilos of gunpowder and 70,000 of rockets are used. A magical night of light and color that ends with the Virgin's palm tree and the gunpowder dance.
The Mystery of Elche is a work that is represented in the crown of Santa Maria in Elche, that deals with a dome in the shape of granite that's going down from the ceiling to the grove that inside carries a figure of the Virgin, and on the inside 2 children dressed as angels. Go we sing.
The Mystery of Elche is divided into 2 acts. Vespra Eve, which is performed on August 14, and Day de la Mare de Déu on August 15. The setting is the Baroque Basilica of Santa Maria, in whose construction and destination was taken into account. The access of the basilica, both on the 14th and the 15th, is free, with the doors wide open.
Another curiosity are the clothes. They are the same clothes as in century 15. That's unique. Another interesting thing is the main roles are made by children. The instrument used are the organ with 3,000 wooden tubes, harp, and the guitar.
There's a tradition that when you get tired, you will have to eat churros with chocolate. Churros are a dough based on flour, cooked on oil, and they are so good and delicious.
Arroz con costra, that is rice with eggs, or dates from our palms.
The typical food on Elche is the crusade, rice and stew with meatballs.
The Moors and the Christians is a festival of regional tourist interest, held from 7 to 11 August, within the August festivals of Elche, in honor of the Virgen de la Asunción, patron saint of the city. They consist of an entrance, blackberry entrance, children's park, an alardo, and the later the embassy, and the last day the Christian entrance.
Well, and then I'm going to put a few photos of Altamira Palace. Okay, this is the old Altamira Palace, and this is the new Altamira Palace.
And today I'm going to talk about the 3 cultural heritage of Elche. One is El Palmeral. It was proclaimed cultural heritage in 2000. It is a landscape in the Palm Patch of Elche. It was structured in century 8 when the peninsula was being dominated by mushrooms. It is the biggest palm grove in Europe. The last cultural heritage was in 2009 and was the Museo Escolar de Puçol. The objectives of this museum are 2. Promote the education with natural and cultural values and preserve the heritage of Elche. Children learn here more about the traditions of Elche.